Welcome back, disc golf fans, to the back nine coverage of round 3 of the 2021 Waco Annual Charity Open presented by Prodigy Discs. Brian Earhart here again, joined by Nate Perkins. We're witnessing something special happen on Ricky Wysocki's card.
That's the best you could ever shoot, starting with a double bogey and a bogey.
Yeah, he is now 8 down on his last 7 holes to finish the front 9. We move into this back 9 that I would say has some holes that are easier to score on and some that are almost impossible to score birdie on.
And the thing is, Brian, is that the wind has completely shifted directions. It's picked back up now and it's coming from the west. So these first 5 holes out of the woods are going to be playing into a direct headwind.
A very interesting way to shake up your game plan. We start out hole number 10, a little bit less wind affecting this hole, but it's one of the easier par 4s in the course, more straightforward than the rest of them, and there's a little bit more room to play with. We saw Ricky boom this white disc early on. I believe this is a flippy destroyer, and he might not get to throw his pig forehand here. He might have to throw a backhand from that spot.
You could get up and down from there, but it's definitely going to be tricky. Wow. Look at that. Wow, Gannon.
That is a
Oh my goodness.
extremely high level distance shot. He got that to ride up to flat and then fade again. That was like a Ken Climo-esque hyzer
it was
flip.
flipping so late in the flight.
No.
And Raven nearly matching him. Oh, and you can see the difference. Similar shape, but Gannon,
He
80
pushed his
feet further.
forward so far. And let's see if this young man can get up there a ways as well.
That is smoked.
Makes the hole a lot easier. Oh, and he can throw forehand. He's going to go straddle. This is his comfort zone.
This is tricky. Is he going up that middle? Oh, he is. Look at that. Ricky is the world's best forehand approach player. That,
Hands down.
oh my goodness, the way that he releases that disc with that palm open like that.
And we still haven't gotten to Gannon's drive yet. Calvin is going to put his just over the brim. It should be about 20 feet.
This
Look
is
at this
huge.
drive. Putter flick.
Oh, it's hot. Oh, that could have caught some metal if it didn't hit that last Guardian.
Oh! Little elevator off the top band in. Great putt from Raven.
I love the confident walk-off right there.
And I've seen him in putting practice just knocking those step putts down, one after the other. And a birdie for Gannon, showing off a really versatile physical skill set. Touch putter forehand, power flip up backhand. This is the future of our game.
Yeah, he has the ideal body type for disc golf.
Yes. Tall, lanky, athletic, just like this man. And moseying on over to snag another birdie. 9 down through 8, moving into number 11. One of the more specific landing spots for a par 3 here. Ideally, you want to go left side and just sit before the basket.
Oh, wow. What a fortunate result from
Yeah.
that low right release.
Gannon going
That
hard
misses that.
hyzer flip. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you want to hit before that hill so you can skip up into it rather than hitting the hill and skipping back down it.
Little misfire. That got away from him.
Missed the tree in the middle. That tree is right in line with the pin.
It's just so well placed to split the fairway and make you decide. Sit down. Nope.
That is so tough to watch.
That is a Waco rollaway if I've ever seen one.
Just a couple inches high.
Let's see if he can go 10 down through 9.
There's no way he's missing this.
And Nate somehow is just in tune with Ricky's soul here.
Well, Ricky,
Beautiful putt.
this is some of the best we've seen this course played without the blemish to start. I'm
getting reminded of Paul's 18 under that he shot here. Almost even better with the pars adjusted. Big putt for Gannon here. Cashes it again. Reminds me a lot of Will Schustrick with a more modern putt. Schustrick had a little bit more lofty of a putt, and he has that spinny push putt that does well in a lot of situations that a lot more players are adopting. As Calvin taps in a par.
I have been noticing that the younger the player, the less fear that they have. No.
Our warehouse manager, Dylan, is on vacation this week, so we decided to bring Heather in to keep things running at a high level. She's already had a huge impact on our crew, and overall, they've embraced the changes surprisingly well. We're really happy with how Heather is doing in this new leadership role.
Moving into number 12, another extremely challenging par 4. This landing zone to have even a look at birdie is so specific. It's almost like there's a 3-foot strip running through the direct middle of the fairway. And if you're on either side of it, you have no chance of getting this 3.
It's true. The forehand is a popular play, but it can be tough to get it far enough down the fairway without fading back to the right.
And right there, it looks like a good shot. He might not have any look to get a 3 on this hole.
No, he's too short and too tucked.
This looks too forward. Fortunate result.
It's so touchy. You have to release it on hyzer, but you also have to be flipping up as you move around that corner. Looks like Calvin has done so. Need that forward skip.
Yes.
That's in position.
They called this one a par 4, and I know what they're trying to do here. But this one and hole 9 both averaged 1.4 strokes over par. This was a 5.41 with no wind.
And that is why right there, I mean, Raven is pitching out to not even the ideal initial landing zone. Oh, Gannon's ripping one.
And it does cut in. The left side is awful over there.
What a shot to attempt from back around that corner.
Raven going with a little drift shot. Not a full turnover, but he's been high.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
He was way back down the alley.
So Ricky? No. He might have an up and down for a 4 from there. It is such a tight uphill flex shot with all those ninja branches creating this low ceiling that you almost can't avoid.
That was on
There's
a
a blemish.
beeline for the pin. He's going to have that obstructed putt for a par.
Has he even parred a hole yet?
He has not, Brian.
Okay.
Going into this hole, Ricky was only 4 back of the lead.
And zooming out just to show you how deep Gannon's second shot went into the woods. He's beginning to look very small in there. Oh, and really the first true mistake we saw. He will settle for a bogey. Still taking strokes on the field.
Ricky almost jams that one just right over the rim, right of the chains.
Ricky is going to continue to not have a par on his scorecard.
Oh, no. Can't tell if he has that window or not. What?
Another double from a solid position off the tee. Just one misfire, and you're kicking into a spot where you're struggling to save a bogey. Yikes. Solid 4 there from Calvin. And Ricky with another double bogey.
Yeah, you can see the life kind of leave him right there a little bit. Moving into hole 13, it's a par 4. We have that Mando on our right. Road out of bounds, sidewalk out of bounds, left and long. And again, wind coming out of the west. We're playing into a headwind here, different than rounds 1 and 2. And you can see that headwind just kind of turn over. Calvin's Destroyer needs to bite before it gets to the road. And it does.
He's
Curls.
safe. Wow.
What a stroke this kid has. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's really, you can tell he's working on just trying to throw every line. He has the flex shot, he has the hyzer flip, he has the turnover, and he has the sidearm.
Get off that tree.
Oh, I just haven't. Has not been Raven's day. Ricky's been going with this forehand. We saw him get this one to about 90 feet the other day into the tailwind. Let's see if he switches things up into a headwind.
He's going with that white Destroyer, I believe.
Maybe stabled up a little bit. Oh, it's wide. Did he miss the Mando? Oh, it hit that early tree, dropped him short of the Mando.
And a 4 here feels like a bogey. It's one of the easier birdies on the course.
Yeah.
Just have to put it in play off the tee.
And it's hard to miss that forehand right the way that he did. I'm sure he's
Oh.
wondering what the heck happened.
And that's going to be a tough putt for Raven.
Calvin way up there and stuck right before the out of bounds. Look how upright he is. I mean, that was all upper body, all wrist right
All
there.
intuition. Yeah, it's a great shot. I mean, to have that little chip forehand after going almost 500 off the tee.
Headwind right to left. Tough.
Oh,
What
oh my God.
did we just see? Wait.
Parkour.
Wait, he took it above the rocks? Why? And
His disc was resting up against the rocks.
that's interesting.
My name's Raven Newsom. I'm sponsored by MVP Disc Sports, Basket Bashers Disc Golf, Adopt Disc Golf, Fit Inspired Living, and Kirsch Lending. This year, my next big events are going to be Throw Down the Mountain. I'm going to fly out actually in like 14, 15 hours, so I got to drive all the way to Houston, so that's going to be fun. And then I'm going to play Texas States. I'm doing a full tour this year, so I'm excited to get back on some coverage and play some better golf than I did today, but who knows.
We move into number 14, and the treacherous wind that the players don't like to see here is coming back hard. Left to right crosswind we saw today, which is very challenging for these sidearms.
Yeah, it likes to get up and under him and push him toward the road as it did Calvin's before it even got past that tree. Too much angle and it'll push it down.
And this looks pretty good if it sits. Yes. Oh, that was actually a very strange dead skip, but he is about 25. And I believe Raven is flicking a flare from Streamline, which is extremely flat, almost tilt-like.
Yeah, it looked like a stable disc.
And on that form check, speaking of the flare that he's flicking, look at how much he has to get on this. Look how high the disc is in his release. That was over his
wow,
shoulder.
Totally.
That was
A lot of angle.
extreme commitment. Yeah, that disc has not much glide.
Slow down. Oh no, that is a tough putt coming back.
And off the trampoline. I'm not sure how far along he is, but he's going to have an interesting wind on that putt.
Tailwind right to left for Calvin.
Sweet.
Times it.
And these are the putts that separate some of these top players from, average pros. I think when you push 35 long on an approach shot, it's very daunting because the miss equals bogey. Just sneaks it in for the par.
Yeah, Brian, I'm always curious if these top disc golfers ever are thinking about what it means. Whether Calvin was thinking at all, if that was for par, or whether he was just thinking about his stroke. I'm just curious what is going on in the mind of some of the top athletes.
I firmly believe that this champion's mindset that a lot of these players have, more pressure equals more focus.
So they have the awareness that it is for par and where they're at in the round and
I
who
equate
they're
it,
trying to beat.
Yeah, I equate it to rock climbers that climb without ropes. Alex Honnold in the movie Free Solo mentioned that when he climbs without a rope, he automatically climbs better. And I believe that pressure carries over into other sports as well. Moving into 15, this hole does not get two'd very often. They call it a par 3, but its scoring is a par 4.
Especially in this headwind left to right that we have today,
Yeah.
was playing actually pretty tough for the 3 even.
Yeah, 4.22 average on this hole. So a 3 is very solid. And a huge sidearm. That is in a solid position. And he crushes this Halo
pop.
Destroyer.
Oh no, don't hit that. No. That just
So
killed.
close.
It could have gotten past that box for sure. Oh no, come back.
My
No.
gosh. Heartbreaking. This round for Ricky is so bizarre. It is hot or cold.
That needs to fade quick.
Oh no. Oh.
Brian. How many doubles can the man take?
I can only handle so many more.
Yeah, it is stressful to watch. This is tricky approach right here. This is a pretty fast green and the wind.
Sticks it.
Yeah, that's
You
a
know
good
what I'm
shot.
thinking for Ricky? He's looking at U-Disc, guaranteed, and he knows what he wants to do for the win, and that's it. I don't think he cares about second place.
Not so much.
I think he was going for the drive. I think he was trying to two it. I think he knows what he has to do at this point.
Oh my goodness. What a great attempt right there. From
He's running
70 feet.
everything.
Another good bid.
Little safe run from Gannon.
It's going to be a bogey, though.
Everyone is scaring us all week. I can only take so much more of this.
Yeah, I imagine he expected that to lift a little in that headwind. A triple. That is
This
a
is-
heartbreaker for Ricky.
It's like the greatest, worst round I've ever seen played. So many moments of brilliance and so many just complete misfires.
What is he? He has 8 overstrokes and 8 understrokes. He's
Yeah,
even for the round now.
this is outrageous.
Hole 16, par 4, 609 feet. Sidewalk right is out of bounds. Basket is elevated. Playing into a headwind left to right. Oh, that is low. And he has left himself a long approach. Stay in the air, and that has a
is
chance.
Crunched. Beautiful drive.
Just needed that sidewalk skip like Eagle caught the other day for the park job.
And clean release from Gannon. That's got to get underneath that tree, and he's way up there.
Gannon is matching Calvin Heimburg's drives into the wind.
And he's tiny compared to Calvin. Yeah, this man, if he continues playing this game and loving this game, he will be on these types of cards a lot more often.
Oh, and Ricky skips off Gannon's disc right there. They don't call him Wysocki bomb for nothing. That was huge.
Yeah, they talk about players with sneaky distance. I think Ricky is right up there with anyone else in the game.
Absolutely.
For sneaky distance. And a great shot from Raven back where he was at.
Yeah, huge shot from Raven, taking it out over that out-of-bounds sidewalk.
Still a decent position. We'll see what the wind does to his disc from there on the riser basket.
Yeah, he's going to have that direct headwind. You really want this one close.
Yeah.
Skip. All right.
Such a confident stroke from Gannon. There's the bounce back after the bogey on 15, moving into the back stretch of this course, which has not been kind to the players. That's a great birdie from Raven. He's gotten 3 out of the last 4. He's starting to come out of the funk that he was in early on.
These holes are going to be extremely important. These last 2 are going to determine the position between, the difference between 12th place and 3rd place.
And here it is, the notorious 17. The drone is flying a pretty typical route for the players. If you want the birdie, going long of those 2 trees at the end is optimal. This is one of the hardest par 4s on tour when the wind is picked up.
Rounds 1 and 2, we played this into a direct headwind, and this final round, this tee shot was significantly easier. It was even into a slight tailwind.
And Raven goes to a solid spot with his. Calvin is
Check up.
also in a great spot, just for probably a chip up for a par. Let's see the power here from Gannon's sidearm. Beautiful.
Forward skip. That is in position. We saw Ricky with the biggest forehand into a headwind in a long time, passing the trees, and he's done it again.
Sit down. And Ricky is being a little self-deprecating there. I think he was expecting the roll.
Oh, no. Gannon just got on top of that one a little bit, and it did not have the height to swing back in. That is going to be a huge mistake for the kid.
I have seen so many players this week think that there was a crosswind pushing over the water, and every single time it never helped as much as they thought it would. Again, I think there's a flare coming out of Raven's hand or some wicked overstable disc. Oh, no. Did that roll out of bounds?
That was so close to the edge. It definitely hit inbounds.
Let's see.
But it is very sloped right there, and they do like to get pulled back into that creek.
The emerald green of safety.
Brian. It's too funny.
And Ricky, after digging his own grave before walking up to his drive, he is now the closest for birdie.
Big shot for Calvin right here to stay inside the top 5.
This looks good. No.
Wow. That wasn't the average like Annie skip back in. That took a 180-degree turn and rolled toward the creek.
That gave me a little sour feeling in my stomach. Oh, please rewind that.
Look at the confident walk.
So clean.
He
This
knew
man
it.
has thrown a step putt or two in his life. Beautiful putt.
He's showing some heart after that spit out, giving him the double bogey and following it up with the bogey on the next hole. Big
Calvin
putt for
gets the par. And Ricky with, I believe, only one par on his scorecard. Potentially 2. Snags another birdie and is continuing this up and down roller coaster of a round.
Hi, I'm Gannon Buhr. My sponsors are Prodigy Disc Golf, Titan Disc Golf, and Wander Disc Golf. And I want to thank my mom and God for giving me the ability to play. I will be playing about 6 more DGPT events this year, and I'm looking forward to them all.
All right, moving into the final hole of the 2021 Waco Annual Charity Open. We are playing into a slight right to left today. We're going to see some of these players go across the pond.
No. Oh my gosh, he is safe.
So was he
folks.
going for the layup there, Brian?
There's no way. Or there's no way he was going across with that. I think he was throwing something really overstable. Ricky has pumped
That is a
this
laser
Stahlheiser.
beam. That might need to slow down. Oh, tell me that's in.
I believe that's safe. Calvin throws a laser beam.
Oh, that is parked. Oh my gosh, it's underneath the cage from 468 feet. Calvin, you're so nasty. That is a huge birdie for him after that nasty roll away. Wow. Can we watch that over and over again?
We soon will be able to.
It's on YouTube forever, right?
And Gannon has gone outside C1 with the death putt to finish, trying to play conservatively on this hole.
Oh, look at that initial angle.
I was sweating bullets.
Raven has had a bit of a roller coaster round as well.
He's funny.
And here's to cap off. Oh my gosh.
This is one that he's going to want to forget, but I don't think that you and I could ever forget watching this and calling this.
And Gannon hits the comebacker for the 3 to finish. What a showing from the young athlete that's coming out here and displaying an incredible variety of skills.
And that's good to tie Ricky Wysocki and finish in a tie for 11th place, his best career finish at a Disc Golf Pro Tour event.
Maybe a little premature jump into the pond for Ricky, but Raven is going to finish 16 under. Not too shabby of a finish. And Calvin taps in, I believe, his second birdie on the hole for the week.
Yeah, he got it in the headwind yesterday.
Yeah.
And that is good for a
Whoa.
4th place finish for Calvin. 1 stroke out of 3rd place. That rollaway really hurt him. Brian, Waco is such a good Disc Golf Pro Tour event.
It's such a treat to be able to commentate all the drama, all of the success, the brilliance, and all of the craziness in between.
Shout out to Gatekeeper Media, just a 2-man crew coming out here, bringing you this premium footage. Brian, it's always a pleasure to commentate with you.
Always a pleasure. And again, subscribe to Gatekeeper. They are going to continue to improve and put out great content. We will see you at the next event.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Waco Annual Charity Open presented by Prodigy Discs champion, Nico LaCastro.
Turn around, here we go, the trophy.